Nobody wants to accept the official narrative to a government that tends to lie to us on a regular basis. And I get the same
Right.
instinct. At the same time, when the story they tell you is a straight line between what you would expect a normal person to do, they even talked about how he changed clothing, and you'd say, well, is that spycraft? When you're trying to break surveillance and have people not follow you, you can do certain tactics like changing your costume. And the usual things you do is you either don or doff a hat, taking it on or off. You swap a jacket, especially if you have a two-sided jacket that's dark on the inside and light on the outside. You'll change the color of your outer garment, and you might change the way that you walk. The one thing that people rarely do in hasty surveillance changes, they don't change their shoes. And that actually ends up being something that was identified on this kid because he had a shoe imprint in the ground, which was a Converse All-Star. And they actually found him with Converse All-Stars. And there's pictures of him all over the place that they had from family and social media with Converse All-Stars on. So switching out your shoes is usually the sort of the straw that a real serious surveillance person is going to look for. If I can see that you're wearing the same bright, shiny Nikes, and then you change your whole clothes and you change your gimp, but I see that those shoes, I can sometimes pick out that you've done a costume change, and that's for a trained eye only. So it's not like anybody would necessarily think that they needed to change them, but that may have been the one thing that kind of stitched through all of it. So it is, it's a common tactic to be able to switch up your look. And this kid did that, apparently. He went in looking one way, changed his look while he was doing the shooting, came back down, and then somewhere between the time he left the roof and the time that he got back home, he changed his appearance again, which is consistent with, premeditation for sure, some kind of a plan. But whether it was just his plan or whether it was two guys' plans or three guys' plan, and then he did his egress plan. He decided to evacuate the area, and he did so effectively. He did this thing you would do. You go walk and disappear. First thing they teach you when you're doing this kind of stuff in the military is you want to immediately find a way away from that initial contact, wherever people are going to see you. And then you want to blend in. And so what did he do? He's a college campus kid walking with a backpack, and he goes off across the street. He's on foot. Nobody's the wiser.